Thanks for the introduction. So it's fun. I've always been in business before I ran for governor. So it's always fun to talk to business people and understand how the business works. And Bealls is a great company. There's not a lot of companies around the country, around the world that are 100 years old. And for sure, there's not a lot in Florida that are over 100 years old. So I want to congratulate everybody at Bealls. I was here about, I think, Dan, 3 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And you can tell that it's a passionate group of people. They're trying to solve their customer needs, and they have great product and really nice people. I want to thank everybody from the County Commission for being here. You have a County Commission that's focused on building a vibrant community here and a vibrant economy here, so I want to thank all of the County Commissioners for being here. I want to recognize Sissy Proctor. Sissy is the Executive Director of the Department of Economic Opportunity, and she's responsible for making sure we get more jobs every day, every minute. So I traveled the state yesterday. I think I was in 4 cities, and I talked to people all across the state. The most important issue everybody brings up is jobs. It's always about jobs. I've not talked to anybody that when they got out of high school wanted to go on unemployment. They weren't interested in living in public housing. They want to have a job. They want to be self-sufficient and live on their own. So today we have the opportunity to talk about how we've done now through the month of February. So now for the first 2 months of this calendar year, the employers in our state have added over 54,000 more jobs. So that's a great start to the year. No pressure. If you take 6 times that, we'd be over 300,000 jobs this year. That'd be nice to see. Our job growth rate is 3.3%, and the national number is 1.8%. So Florida's job growth rate is way faster than the national average, and we've done that for something like 59 months in a row. Our unemployment rate is down to 5%. Our labor force, people have figured out that you can get a job in Florida, so people are moving to Florida, and people in Florida are getting involved in the labor force. So our labor force growth rate is 4 times the national average, so that's outstanding. And in 6 years and 2 months, remember when I ran in 2010, I said 700,000 jobs over 7 years. We're at 1.34 million jobs in 6 years and 2 months. So we're doing, the state's doing really well, and our company's doing it. Now, you heard a lot about Bealls. I just want to brag about Bealls. 102 years old, 270 locations in Florida. I like all the locations I have around the world, around the country, but I like all the 270 in Florida. More than 300 new employees just in the last 2 years, which I like. So if you run on job creation, you like people to add jobs. And I like the fact that they have over 8,500 people have a job right here. Now, every job's important. I grew up in a family that struggled for work. My adopted father had a 6th grade education and didn't have a lot of training, so he had a hard time for a job. So in our family, I figured out pretty early jobs were important. So I want to recognize an individual here. Astrid, if you want to come up. Astrid Barars. She recently joined Bealls Outlet as the Associate Buyer of Children's Accessories and Furnishing. She was born in the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, but I think everybody in Puerto Rico believes they should move to Florida, it seems like, which is fine with us, right? She first moved to Rhode Island to attend college. She always knew she wanted to be in the fashion industry. She majored in fashion merchandising and retail marketing, and she was in New York City for about, what, 5 years?
5 years.
5 years. But she came to her senses. She left cold, high tax, right? Bad weather. She always knew she wanted to live and work in Florida. So she chose Bealls because it's got a reputation as a very family-oriented company, and that she always believed would help her develop her career. Since moving here, she's become a proud Floridian and is very happy here, and she's very happy that she picked a great company, Bealls. So congratulations. So we've had a good start for the year. We're in our legislative session right now. We're working hard to make sure we continue to be very job-oriented, be a place where you can get a job. We can recruit more companies to come here. We want more Bealls. We like every corporate headquarters to be in Florida. I know everybody here wants them in Manatee. I'm okay if they're somewhere in the state, but they're fine if they all came to Manatee. So we're going to keep fighting to make sure we get more jobs. We're going to keep fighting to make sure we market our state for tourists. Last year we had almost 113 million tourists, and I know a lot of them went to Bealls and bought a lot of good stuff.